What's up guys, ALMD back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about what I think are going to be the missions, the main story missions for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga in the Phantom Menace. So just talking about episode 1, the Phantom Menace, the 5 story missions I believe are going to happen. Real quick guys, again, if you do enjoy LEGO Star Wars content like this, please be sure to subscribe down below. We have a bunch of content like this on the channel and it really does help us out. So thank you guys, and let's get right into it. So this list is mostly based off what the developers have said, not the missions that they've said because they haven't really said anything about that, but they have said what they're going to mainly focus on when it comes to main story missions is boss battles and big sort of space battles, such as like the Battle of Yavin or Starkiller base battle, something like that. So I've kind of based my ideas around those ideas, and let's get right into the list. So the first mission I have on my list is the only one that the developers have said is going to be in this episode, and that is the underwater escape from Naboo when you're with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Jar Jar Binks, and you're underwater, leaving the underwater city of Naboo, and you're getting chased by the giant fish, and then it gets eaten by a giant bigger fish. That is the only one the developers have really said is confirmed, and that is the first one I believe that's going to be in the Phantom Menace. So the next two of the 5 story missions that I'm gonna say are that I'm gonna predict are gonna be in the game are the ones that I'm pretty much 100% sure are gonna be in the game, and then the last two I'm not 100% sure, but based on what the developers have said, I think these are the two. So for the ones that I know pretty much are gonna be in the game is first of all the Podrace on Tatooine. That one I really don't see it all not being in. It's one of the best scenes in the Phantom Menace. It's a fun scene. That's one of the funner missions from the first game, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, so I can't really see them leaving it out. It'd be a lot of fun for people to play. I think it would be stupid on them to leave that one out. And the second of the most obvious ones that I think are going to be in this game is the Darth Maul fight at the end. There's no way they're not including that. It's a boss fight, and they've said they're going to focus on boss fights for main story missions. It's an extremely fun mission. That fight is one of the best of the prequel trilogy, and everyone loves Darth Maul. So I think they're definitely going to put that in. They can make it very intense and a lot more fun than what it was back in the day, even though it was pretty fun in the old game. But I'm pretty sure the Darth Maul fight and the pod race are going to be in the Phantom Menace story missions. Now, these next two ones for me weren't as obvious as the other 3 that I've previously mentioned. The underwater escape from Naboo, the pod race on Tatooine, and then the Darth Maul fight. These next 2 ones I don't think are as obvious, and I kind of had to look at the movie a little bit more and kind of think about what would be the most fun and what do you think the developers would put in to kind of give us the best idea for the story, the overall story. And it was pretty tough. It was actually harder than you'd think it would be to kind of break down and kind of narrow out which one you think the developers would go for. And the first one that I thought the developers would pick would be the space battle at the end when they're trying to take out the command ship. When Anakin, basically you'd be playing as Anakin, and Anakin would take out the command ship. Because we didn't get to play like that in the first game, the Complete Saga, and the developers did say they want to go away from some of the things that they did in the Complete Saga because they kind of want to change up the game. They don't want to sell you the same game, which is good. And not only is this a space battle, which they said they want to do, it's something that is different from the Complete Saga missions, so that is 2 check marks off their list. And it's a big space battle. I think it would be really fun, something interesting towards the end of the story to kind of ramp it up for that Darth Maul scene or fight at the end. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think that is going to be the 4th story mission for this game, or for the Phantom Menace section of this game. Now, the final mission for me to pick became very difficult. I kept going back and forth between a couple things, and it was pretty difficult to choose kind of the pacing, because if you think about it in terms of the game, they want to spread it out across the entire story, and they want to make sure it's something different from what you did before. And there was a couple things, but ultimately I did choose the escape from Naboo mission. Not when you're escaping under the water from Naboo, but actually escaping from Naboo with Padme to go to Tatooine, even though that wasn't their intention at the time. I think it is the best one. The other one I was considering was the first Darth Maul fight on Tatooine, but I feel like it's just way too short. Even though it is a mini boss battle, I feel like it's way too short to use as a main story mission Whereas what they could do with this is you could escape from the underwater Naboo, and then go into like the hub world on Naboo, which they will have, which would lead right into the next story mission where you grab Padme, get off Naboo, and retreat to Tatooine. And I feel like it would flow better for the story if you're playing the Phantom Menace story. It would flow a lot better if that would be the second mission as opposed to the Darth Maul mission, because not only would I feel like that'd be small and short, because if you watch the movie for Darth Maul, the first Darth Maul fight in the Phantom Menace, it is literally a 30-second fight, a 50-second fight, something like that. And I really feel like choosing the actual escape from Naboo is the best choice for the developers. So, to review, what I believe is going to be the 5 missions for the Phantom Menace and LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga are the underwater escape from Naboo, leading into the actual escape from Naboo where you grab Padme and leave. Then that is going to lead to the Podrace, which I'm almost 100% is going to be in the game. Then going to the space battle where you take out the command ship as Anakin on Naboo. And then finally finishing with the Darth Maul fight with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, where Qui-Gon eventually dies. Let me know if you guys disagree. This was the best list I could come up with. I think it's pretty accurate. I think it's what's going to end up happening. And let me know if you guys disagree or agree. Let me know if you guys would like to see an Attack the Clones version, and eventually maybe we could keep doing every movie and turn this into almost a series. But thank you guys so much. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to like. Again, if you guys enjoyed LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga content like this, please be sure to subscribe. But thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.